Hello, I'm Lauren Cosgrave, and welcome to The Lauren Show. I'm a life and small business coach. Join me each week for ideas on how you can lead, love, and thrive. Have you ever wanted to have it all without doing it all? Or maybe you're just feeling stuck. Or perhaps you've always been a really successful person, but you've all of a sudden got this weird feeling that you don't want to be successful anymore because you're starting to feel burnout. Well, high performance coaching may be the answer and has definitely been the secret sauce for me. I'm opening up a few select spots for my first round of certified high performance coaching to start in December. Head over to laurencosgrave.com, schedule a 15-minute strategy session, and let's talk about it. I'd love for you to kick off 2020 strong, prepared, with clarity and intention. If this sounds like a good fit for you, let's chat. Now, on to the show. Really well. I had a great networking event last night that I went to, and so I wanted to talk with you guys today about power networking. How do you maximize your networking opportunities? So all of you entrepreneurs out there, anyone that's looking to network with people, this is for you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a free training today. And so networking is one of those things that most people don't really enjoy. They kind of dread going to it. And there's a way to network that isn't icky, that doesn't make you feel so dreadful, that can make it exciting, that can make it fun, that can make it a really productive activity for you and for your business. So why do we network? What's the whole point of it? Why do you even go to networking events? Well, there's really only three things that matter when you're at a in-person networking event or even networking online. It's meeting people, connecting with them, and fitting with them, right? So if you are in the service, have a service-based business, meaning you're a coach or you're an organizer or you're a virtual assistant or anything where you are providing a service to other people, the most potent and number one way for prospecting for new clients is getting out there in person. I know you may not like that answer. Putting some pants on, honey, doing your makeup, getting out there, meeting people, connecting with them, and fitting with them. If you don't enjoy this activity, you might want to rethink being in a career of service because it's one of those elements that's just critical is being in service of other people and getting out there and meeting with them and connecting with them. I think it's just one of those fundamental foundational things for your business. Okay, so I've got a little prop today, and I hope you guys can see this. So right here at the top, those are your three things. Write this down if you have your journal nearby. Meeting people, connecting with them, and fitting. That's your whole reason for networking in the first place. It's getting out there so you can provide your gifts for the right people at the right time. Power networking requires some preparation. And when you're prepared, you'll be that much more ready to network effectively. You will enjoy it a lot more. So step one in preparing is who is your ICA or who is your ideal client avatar? If you don't know what that is, Google it. It's kind of like a new buzzword in like the marketing world these days. And it just means like who is your ideal client? If you were to paint a picture of that person, what do they look like? Are they male or female? What color hair do they have? What color eyes? Do they have a family? Do they not have a family? What age group are they in? Where do they live? What type of TV shows do they like? What books do they like? Who is that person that you love to work with? Who is that person that you're trying to find at those networking events? So that could be a whole lesson in and of itself, but just do a little bit of self-reflection. If you've never done that before, you've got to dive into and know who your ideal client avatar is. Okay, second preparation here. What are your power questions? Can you see that? What are your power questions? What do I mean by that? What are your power questions? These are the questions that are going to get you, when you're connecting with someone, to the quickest way of knowing whether they're going to be a good fit for the services that you provide or not. One of my favorite questions, so I'm a coach. When I go out to networking events, my favorite question to ask is, and I have to give credit to my coach here, Amanda Kaufman. This is something that I have gathered from her. What have you been working on lately? Or what projects are you working on? That one question, it's so simple, but it will give me a really clear idea, me as a high performance coach, whether this person is someone that even has projects, is someone that even has targets and goals that they're working towards. If the answer is, oh, I've been working on these 3 things, and they have like a really clear idea of the things that they're working on to further their business or their lives, that's a really clear indicator to me that this is someone who's going to be willing to put in the work for high performance. So I love that question. That's one of my power questions. What's your power question? Let me think of like another example here. So say you are a photographer. I actually think that question may still work for you. So if you say you're a photographer and you ask someone, hey, what projects have you been working on lately? You're going to be listening for different things than I'm going to be listening for. You're going to be listening for examples of someone maybe just starting a business that may need branding photos, or has been in business for a while and maybe needs a refresh of their branding photos. Or maybe you're a portrait photographer and you're trying to just root out who is that person that's ready for portraits right now. So I love this question. I think it's really versatile for a lot of different fields, but think about it, journal on it. What are your power questions? It could be, and try and keep it like in the positive realm. I wouldn't go negative first. Like, what's one of your biggest challenges? That's a great follow-up question after you've had this like kind of warm-up power question. Okay, next thing on the list, what is your power intro? So many people, when you're at networking events, it's really common to be like, hi, I'm Lauren. Hi, I'm so-and-so. What do you do? I'm an accountant, or I'm a coach. It does a disservice to the work that we do, right? So my power intro, I like to be, I help professionals and creative entrepreneurs shift from surviving to thriving. Now that took me a long time to figure it out, what that power intro is, but how can you explain in one sentence what it is that you do? If you're an organizer, I help heal people through the process of organizing their homes, would be one example. If you're a Pilates instructor, I help open people's bodies and minds to a reality that they didn't know existed. Whatever it is, I'm kind of making some stuff up here right now, but what is your why of why you do it, and how can you incorporate that into your power intro to get people to be like, wow, I want that, or I need that. That's awesome. Guys, you gotta give me just 1 second here. Woo! Thanks for your understanding there. Allergies today. Lovely. We're live. It's live. Okay. So your power intro, think about that, journal on it, go through a why exercise if you're having some trouble with it to really build that power intro line. I would encourage you, a recommendation I have is to check out a website called Storybrand.com by Donald Miller, I think is his name. That's where I first was introduced to this concept of how to have an awesome intro that incorporates exactly what you do. So that's another good resource for you. Okay, now we're gonna really get into the meaty stuff. So you've identified who your ideal client is. You know what your power questions are to get to root out who those ideal clients are and figure out if the person you're chatting with and connecting with is gonna potentially be a fit. And then your power intro. Okay, so this is all kind of in the connect phase. We're asking these questions as we're connecting and getting to know someone. Now we're into the fit phase, the last one here. So we've met some people, we've connected with them, and we're ready to try and fit, and after we've asked some of these questions. If your power questions are starting to like give you an indicator that this person might be a good fit for a service that you have to offer, you need to know what I call your ladder. Okay, and the ladder has 4 rungs on it. The number 1 rung is who can you invite to a free consult? Now, those consults may be different, or I don't know what it is. Like, so to use my photographer example, maybe it's just that could just be a free consult, like a free phone conversation. It could be something free that you could offer, like a video of what it's like to work with you, to share that with someone. But try and think of something that's like a gift that you can give those people that are really a great fit, that would be a great fit for your services. And your goal at the event is to, if you're finding someone that really is a good fit, and don't do this for everyone, don't do it for everyone, only the people that you think are a good fit, invite them to that follow-on consult conversation and be ready to schedule it on the spot. Don't wait to do it until the next day. This is like so critical. Pull your phone out, use a scheduler like Acuity or Calendly, and get it on the calendar, ideally within the next 3 days max. It can go a little bit further than that if you need to, but try and get it within the next 3 days. Get those people on your calendar. You confirmed you're going to be talking to them in the future. The next step down is asking for a referral. So if you don't think that this person is a good fit for what you have, ask them, hey, is there anyone that you know that needs a coach or a photographer or an organizer right now? And be quiet, and then wait. Don't try and fill the space. Give them a minute to think about it. And if they respond with, yeah, actually I do, like my best friend really is looking for an organizer. Awesome. Respond with this way. Don't just say, great, here's my business card, pass it along. Don't leave it in their hands. Ask them, can you connect us on a 3-way text message right now or email, and I'll take it from there? How much more powerful is that? That puts you in control rather than needing to wait for someone else to hope that they remember to pass along your information. Okay, next thing, and this you can do in conjunction to asking for a referral, is, may I add you to my email list? I've yet to have someone say no. Actually, I take that back. I've had one person say, nah, I'm just not interested. And almost everyone else says, yeah, sure. Email is so critical. It is the heart of your business these days. It's probably your number 1 most valuable asset, particularly if you are a service entrepreneur. Ask for those emails. Ask if they don't have a business card, open up a notes app on your phone and put their email into your notes app, and the next day add them to your email list. Get them on your email list, continue that conversation, stay top of mind. Again, that could be like a whole nother a lesson here, but adding people to their email list. Okay, with these 3 rungs of the ladder, a free consult, asking for a referral, and adding someone to your email list, we are bringing people into your community there. Even if this person is not someone that is a client today, you are bringing them into your world, hopefully for the longer term now. This is not a relationship or a connect that's going to die right there on the spot. How many times have you met someone and then you never hear from them again? You probably don't even think of them again. Keeping that conversation going, building that trust over time is what encourages people to stay and be long-term customers for you. So already, as a power networker out there, you've gained 3 really awesome pieces of information, or at least you've invited someone into your world. The very last rung on the ladder, and people often lead with this, and this is where they get it wrong. Oops, my pencil's falling down. Is giving your business card. Business cards are great. Don't get me wrong. I love them. But it should be the last thing that you're giving to someone. And you should have already asked for a referral. You should have already asked to add them to your email list and taken their business card. Hopefully you get their business card first. And you can put it out there, but it's probably the least potent form of networking. If you do nothing but go to networking events and hand your business card out and hope that people reach out to you, that's not power networking. I hate to break it to you, but that is like a long, slow boat to China if you're hoping to build your business that way. Your goal at every networking event is bring them into my community, bring them into my community. One, are they a good fit for my community? Don't just invite anyone in. You don't want anyone, Yeah, I mean, if there's any reason that you don't think someone's a good fit for your community, you have full permission to just not ask them for any of these things. Just politely move on. The polite move on. It was so great meeting you. I hope you have a great networking event. Move on. Next person. Try and work the room. Try and meet as many people as possible. These are some of I could kind of go on and on about networking. There's just so many great things that you can get out of it. But these tips alone is going to 10x your networking capability. The last thing is this ladder. If you weren't able to complete any of these transactions at the event, you need to follow up the next day. Follow up with phone calls, emails, text messages. Do all three. Follow people on social. Get in and connect with those people that you think would be a good fit for your community. Wow. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this live today. I hope you had a good little coffee chat, and get out there, lead, love, and thrive. And I wish you a day full of energy and 10x networking today. I hope you loved this episode of The Lauren Show on YouTube or podcast. If you did, why don't you hit subscribe below and share on your social media? If you are ready to have it all without doing it all, why don't you schedule a 15-minute strategy session with me at laurencosgrave.com. Start leading, loving, and thriving today.